Another large silver miner is getting out of the silver business. Yesterday, Hecla Mining announced this press release. They are buying out Klondex Mines. Klondex has 3 producing gold mines, and this is a trend. So I've been talking about this for quite a bit now. Nolan Watson 2 weeks ago confirmed this as well. He was talking about the economics of silver mining versus the economics of gold mining, and he basically flat out said the gold miners are in a lot better shape, and basically there's not a lot of economic silver mines at the current price. So the primary silver miners, whether it's Hecla Mining or Coeur D'Alene or Silver Standard, which bought so many gold mines that they changed their name to SSR Resources. And so now Hecla, over the last really 5 years, because they started this in 2013, I pulled up a press release from 2013. They bought Horizon Mines, which was a producing gold mine in Quebec, and that added a good amount of gold production. They started somewhat diversifying away their primary silver production then. They did have a high amount of base metal production, but now if you look through their press release, and I'll attach links to this if you want to take a look at this with their Klondex mine acquisition, 50% of their revenue, guys, is going to be in gold. 50%. And only 30% now is in silver. And this is a very large primary silver miner that has been mining silver, Hecla Mining has, for over 100 years. And they do have some very large silver deposits that they've bought over the last couple of years, because the juniors that were holding these potentially very large silver deposits, their shares crashed and they didn't have the capital to build the mine. And the mines are not economic at around $16 an ounce silver anyway, or whatever the manipulators decide to take it down to. And so, you know, they're basically, other than really mag silver, which has a very high grade, very low cost capex, very long life mine. I've heard it could potentially run for well over 100 years at the current production levels. And it can be economic at, I think, below $10 an ounce silver. Other than Mag Silver, which is bringing in their new mine over the next 18 to 24 months, with the help of a large primary silver producer, Fresnillo, which, by the way, guys, Fresnillo, they've been buying gold mines too. And so a lot of Fresnillo's revenue is also now in gold mining, not as much as it used to be in silver mining. And this also confirms what Nolan Watson has said. And so, you know, other than the Mag Silver project, which is being developed now, there really are not new economic silver mines below 25 to 30 that can make money below $25 to $30 an ounce. There's just not. And so the reason the silver supply has not collapsed, and I'm going to talk about this again, for those of you who are not familiar with this argument that I've laid out, is the copper price. And so this is a 3-month chart of the copper price, and the copper price has had a huge rally since January of 2016, when there was a huge divergence between the silver and the copper price, which had been correlated. The silver price for many years had been pretty darn correlated with the copper price. So when copper went up, silver went up. When copper went down, silver went down. Not the exact percentages, but pretty darn correlated. And so in January of 2016, that correlation broke. Silver was about to break out then and go a lot higher, probably above $20 an ounce, and then it got smashed back down. It's been knocked down and consolidating, trying to build higher lows and trying to get out of the doldrums back above $21 ever since, whereas copper had a huge rally back up to like $3.30, $3.50 in that range, and now copper is selling off. But this is still, even at $3.02 a pound, which is what this copper price chart shows, and it is in somewhat of a downtrend right now, despite, you know, the Chinese doing massive amounts of buying. I think the Chinese manipulate the copper market and they stockpile it, and then they use the physical copper in a warehouse as collateral, like how treasury bonds are used as collateral for all kinds of crazy financialization and gambling. But anyway, though, you know, we're at a copper price where it's not going to shut off all these base metal mines that have enormous amounts of silver byproduct. And until that happens, the silver price is going to be pretty darn easy to keep capped, because there's going to be a supply that's available, a silver byproduct supply that's available, in my estimates, over 100 million ounces per year of silver byproduct that's available that should not be available. And those base metal miners, they don't care what the silver price is. A lot of them will hedge it at whatever cost they can so they can not go bankrupt. And they hedge also their base metal production as well. So a long time, very old, very well respected, at least in the mining industry, primary silver miner Hecla Mining, which has been mining silver for over 100 years. They are basically admitting with all their acquisitions now over the last 4 years, they've been doing an enormous amount of acquisitions of gold mining. Coeur d'Alene has as well, and so is Silver Standard, which even changed its name to SSR Resources, which has so much gold production now. And so Hecla Mining does, the majority of the revenues are not even from silver anymore. What do you guys think about this? Very interesting stuff. So this is just proving my points. It's proving Nolan Watson's points about how he sees the market. If you haven't had a chance, go listen to the Nolan Watson interview from 2 weeks ago. I think it's very telling. This is setting things up. If we do see bankruptcies or mines shut off or supply cut off from base metal miners with silver byproduct, this is setting up problems in the future for silver supply, because there's really, other than that mag silver mine, there's really very few new economic primary silver mines at current prices. You're looking at least $25 to $30 an ounce prices before Hecla even considers investing capital into developing those massive new potential silver mines in Montana at Rock Creek and Montanore. Basically, it's going to be a district type of, because they're within driving distance of each other, and I think they're going to build an underground tunnel connecting the mine. But they're not going to spend a dime really on developing those assets until silver is much, much higher. So very interesting, you know, in the short term, who knows what can happen with the paper price manipulation of silver and the availability of silver supply that really should not be available, but for a higher copper price and manipulated higher base metal prices. But in my opinion, you know, this is showing that the industry is in trouble. This is showing that the industry is in trouble because you have clear primary silver miners that do not want to make investments into developing new silver mines, and they really are diversifying their revenues away from silver. Do you work out routinely and eat healthy almost all the time? If you eat paleo or vegan or work out routinely, you may be eligible to save up to 33% off on your life insurance thanks to Health IQ. Health IQ is a venture capital-backed, big data technology life insurance company that offers customers life insurance at special rates by using the latest technologies. For more information, please go to healthiq.com/WS4MS. That's healthiq.com/WS4MS. Please like this video, share it with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the Wall Street for Main Street YouTube channel if you have not already done so. We're closing in on the 20,000 YouTube channel subscriber milestone despite YouTube censorship, and hopefully we'll be able to get to 30,000 or even 40,000 YouTube channel subscribers quickly if YouTube doesn't shut down this channel. If YouTube does shut down this channel, remember to also sign up for the Wall Street for Main Street email list. That's on the wallstreetformainstreet.com website, and we'll tell you where the videos are going to be uploaded instead of YouTube. Also, if you really like my content and you decide that you want to give a one-time donation, you can go to the wallstreetformainstreet.com website, and there's options for you to do so, or you can become a Patreon contributor. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to providing you guys with some of the best information, analysis, and education available out there, free or paid.